out of North Dakota. And both guys like to create a lot of action, as you see. Moran with a good shot there.
Nice shot.
Nice shot, but what do you see in this match that you think will make the difference?
Oh man, I see that Wilfried's got that explosive power. Jacob, you know, he was formerly coached by Kevin Jackson. You know, it's funny how worlds collide, but I think Jacob's got a heavy hand fight, and I think he's got to wear down on Wilfried a little bit if he wants to open up his attacks.
It just shows you week after week in the Big Ten, you have great opponents in the Big Ten. You don't get a break. You know, every Sunday, Friday, you're wrestling somebody that, you know, is in the top 10 or top 20, and that's the task that Wilfried Tanefeu tries to come.
Nice shot.
Over tonight.
Just got to elevate here. There we go.
There's a good finish there by Jacob Moran. And what did you see there that you think made that difference?
I think that Jacob, he's got his inside controls where he wants him. You know, Wilfried's got to, you know, fight inside. And, you know, because Jacob's on the inside, his shots are always there. You know, his shot's there. He finished really clean. Wilfried's got to, you know, get on his base, work his way up.
Yeah, it's a tough task for Moran, known for riding on top. One of the better guys in Indiana's lineup.
There you go, one escape.
Tanefeu gets escape and tries to run the corner right there, but Moran has that underhook.
Pummel inside, pummel inside.
Yeah, but this matchup is, I mean, Michigan is coming off 2 tough losses, you know, hosting Nebraska and then going to Minnesota. You know, it'd be huge if they could get a big one here.
No, for sure. You know, I'd love to see Michigan, you know, bring the intensity on this one. You know, coming off a tough loss with Nebraska. Indiana, these are tough guys, man. We can't underestimate these guys either. I'm very excited for this DJ Washington and Jaden Bullock matchup.
Which we will see later on. The huge matchup.
Back on the shot.
Offense is a nice shot there by Moran as he finishes the double leg. And now back to work on top with a 6-1 lead, 30 seconds in the first.
Yeah, Wilfried needs to create some action, get back on his feet, get his hands on the inside, you know, hand fight this guy where he wants him.
Yeah, it's so tough to get out from that ankle ride as Moran throws in that figure 4 leg ride as his riding time starts to rack up almost over a minute of riding time in the first period. This is huge.
Oh, this is massive. Wilfried, he's got to get on his feet. Can't give up this riding time. You know, riding time, when it's a factor, it does play in the long term. So Wilfried's got to make some adjustments here.
Yeah, he's got to get his base up, but not enough time as Moran takes the 6-1 lead going into the second period with about 1:17 of riding time. Impressive first period by the seasoned veteran as he will select down in the second period.
Fans, we need some energy here in Chrysler Center.
Well, if you're Wilfried, you got to start getting you got to start not counterattacking and start getting offense of your own. It seems like he's almost wrestling on his heels a little bit on his feet.
Yeah, there you go. He's got to cut some of that riding off, and then he's got to go get one.
Yeah, it's match strategy, you know. But he leaves that second on the clock. We'll see if that makes a difference. Yeah. Well, this is what I was referencing earlier. Is you don't want to wait for him to attack. 2 successful attempts by Moran's have both been takedowns.
Moran has got his right hand on that collar. Wilfried's got to dig inside. There you go.
Yeah, and Moran's a guy that, you know, he's very comfortable, you know, has represented the United States a couple times in freestyle. So he you know, he can wrestle in all positions. He has really good mat awareness, and he will keep attacking until he takes you down. And there it is again, another takedown by Jacob Moran.
Wilfried's got to stop giving up on the inside controls. Jacob's doing a great job. Right hand on his collar. He's controlling the match.
About a minute left to go in the second period. 10-2 lead. Starting off hot for the Hoosiers is Jacob
Stalling
Moran.
Wilfried. Jacob.
That's tough. I mean, you really have to have the mat awareness to know that you have to get your offense going. I mean, you haven't seen one attack since the first period.
Not one attack. Yep, that's right.
And, you know, you're clearly in the rankings outmatched. You know, there's really nothing to lose. You just let it fly. Go out there. Take some shots, you know. And it just seems like he's just stuck in this collar tie position.
I'm very impressed with Jacob right now. You know, he's took about like 20 shots. You know, Wilfried's got to take at least one.
Yeah, and there's an attempt there by Tanefeu. But another
nice
great shot there by Jacob Moran.
Jacob looking to end this early.
10 seconds left in the second. A huge takedown. Angel Escobedo and staff, should I say, are excited about this one. 14-2 lead going into the third period.
Not the start Michigan wanted, but let's see if Wilfried can bounce back with some offense of his own.
Well, there you go. Letting him up, deciding to try and get the bonus points in here at 125, which would be huge for the Hoosiers to start off big. And Tanefeu's got to get working. I mean, you're down 14-2 in the third period, and riding time, and it just looks like total domination from.
Back on a shot,
Moran.
Jacob.
Beautiful shot. And that should be it, and that is it. 17-2, technical fall for Jacob Moran as the Hoosiers start off hot at 125. Impressive win there by Jacob Moran. And we're gonna move to 133 pounds. It's gonna be the graduate. We're about to be underway. Said Mantanona trying to bounce
shot
back.
From Beau, Mantanona.
It's a good shot, but Mantanona trying to bounce back from a tough
Flexibility
loss.
here.
Last week, but also last match as well.
Great flexibility here from Tyler Lillard. No takedown yet. Rolling here, nothing. Great wrestling here from both these guys. Beau looking at the score here. Tyler Lillard wrestling really hard. Nothing yet. On the edge.
Well, if it's anybody that's wrestled just like Beau Mantanona, I'd say in the Big Ten, Tyler Lillard is that exact man. I mean, they wrestle so alike, super offensive, and don't give up easy points. But we are deadlocked at 0 points. A lot of action in this first period. But Lillard able to escape a beautiful takedown, or a takedown attempt, I should say, by Mantanona.
On headlock from Lillard. Now, can he score from here? Can we get some offense rolling from here?
And that's the question, I guess, against Mantanona. Can you break through his scrambling ability? Can you get to his legs and finish? And I guess that question will be answered in these 7 minutes.
Duck attempt from Beau. Lillard on. Oh. He's got to table that leg.
He's got to table that leg. He's got to come up and finish. He's got to, do a lot of different things against Mantanona because it's not traditional defense.
Break here. Potentially dangerous.
Potentially dangerous. I know Lillard's not a fan of the call, but I'm pretty sure his parents might be watching this game. His shoulder was almost out of place there. But again,
elbow control, shot by Mantanona. Underhook throw from Lillard. Back in the same position.
Yeah, the same position.
Got to watch that knee there.
Mantanona likes wrestling like this. These are the positions that he's favored in. It's these 50-50 positions where he's dead to rights.
Stalemate.
Somehow makes it wrestle, but a stalemate call. But good job, both guys. I mean, realistically, great defense, great offense, and this is what you see in these high-level matchups. Is it just takes one takedown, and that takes the match. 0-0 deadlocked again. First period, 53 seconds. A lot of action, no points, other than maybe a couple potentially dangerous calls.
Shot attempt from Mantanona. Underhook throw from Lillard. Same position again. Cannot score here. Underhook by Lillard. By the edge. Beau's got to circle in. Not give up the stall call. Wizard kick here. Does he limp arm here? Watch the arm. Watch the arm.
You got to be careful with that arm there.
Watch that arm.
Oh, and he's got a half.
Oh, and he's got it.
Oh, whoa.
Is there a count?
What's going on here?
Got the takedown, and he's looking for the fall.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
wow.
very close. 4 backs for Mantanona. Great start for Michigan.
It was almost hard to see what was going on over there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
was he going to get a half? He had a half, and then, oh, my.
Wow, unexpected start.
Yeah, Lillard's in disbelief because, it seemed like he was going to get out of that position, and then just somehow, some way, Mantanona turns it into 7 points. But 7-0 lead for Beau Mantanona after huge waiting seconds in the first.
Beau back on his feet. Lillard looks like he's going to cut him. Great start by Lillard, but just unexpected from Mantanona. He's got a funky style.
He's very hard to wrestle, and I think Lillard's starting to figure that out.
Underhook throw by. Oh.
As he's going to have to finish on both legs if he wants to score on Mantanona, because it hasn't worked. You've tried singles, you've tried high crotches, and just, I think you got to change up your style a little bit if you're Lillard, if you want to put some points on.
Underhook here by Lillard. He's got a lot of offense from this underhook here. He's deep. He's got it deep.
So if you're Lillard, what do you have to do
Single
here to break
attempt,
Mantanona's
nothing here
offense?
on the edge. I think Lillard really has to stay to what he knows, stay true to his underhooks, and just finish a little better. Not out yet. Beau just tricky to wrestle with.
So hard to wrestle, and like you were saying, what is he? He has to get in those positions. He's got to, wrestle outside that funk, because it seems like every funky position has gone Mantanona's way. And, you don't want to get discouraged if you're
Underhook
Lillard
back.
either, right? You don't want to get discouraged. You want to stay in your offense. You want to take attempts, because points are going to put themselves on the board themselves, right?
That's right. Underhook for Lillard again. He's looking for that throw by to a single. Stalling on Mantanona.
Well, there's some positive action finally for Mantanona.
Around the waist here.
Or for Lillard.
Can Lillard score from here? Can he get to a scoring position? They're on the edge. You can see he's a little hesitant because Mantanona's whizzer kick there.
It just feels like he's so dangerous in every position. Lillard has a good underhook or is on a leg, and Mantanona just figures out a way to get out of it. But Mantanona leading 8-0, no riding time, at least as a factor on the board. But Mantanona, great showing in this top 15 matchup.
And looks like this will be it for the second period. If you're Lillard, I think you got to stay on your offense here.
Yeah, if you're Lillard, you got to get something going. I mean, he's capable. I've watched him wrestle over the years. Super explosive, can put a lot of points on the board very quickly. It's just you haven't seen that same, intensity that he had in the first period, because gets a couple tacks and then Mantanona counters. It's so hard.
Tripod stand up for Lillard.
It's so hard to wrestle a guy like Beau Mantanona because he makes you think every time you get on his legs. But Lillard will choose down, looking to put his first point on the board.
Mantanona, big return here.
Oh, there's Lillard. He's looking almost for a reversal or a defensive fall, but they're going to call
Stop.
one.
Locking hands.
Well, that's a big call.
No brick from the Michigan corner.
Well, that's not how you expect to get your first point. But he'll take it, especially a guy against
Indiana
Mantanona.
coaches have something to say.
I don't know why you would get out of your seat. They just give you a locking hands call. But I think he's just affirming that they're not challenging the call. But Mantanona, great job.
I believe they're adjusting the riding time. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, maybe the riding time. Oh, there's a caution. Yeah, I think he's just excited to get going.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about a guy that's excited to get on the mat. Win, lose, or draw, both the Mantanona brothers
stand
have
up
a
for
smile on
Lillard.
their face.
An escape. Lillard's got some work to get to. He's got to get some offense going. Get back to that underhook throw by. Heavy hands by Lillard. He's wearing on that head. Anything can happen in the third period. Like you said, Malik, back on that underhook. 50-50 position here.
50-50 position, but the score is not 50-50. 8-2 for Mantanona. Lillard's got to get some points going on the board if he wants to stay in this match. No riding time, so you got a stall call. I mean, he's got a couple things going his way, but man, time is winding down, actually, I should say. And 30 seconds left. 8-2 Mantanona. Lillard's got to get going in a hurry.
Under 30 seconds here. Can Lillard put up some offense here? Chasing Beau down the mat. Beau does have a stall call. Lillard's very good with this underhook here.
He's got to go for something big. I mean, you got 12 seconds left. But Mantanona, I think.
Oh, double unders here.
Double unders.
Oh!
And the takedown.
Takedown on the edge.
But that's not going to do it for Lillard. But waits to the last minute and gets the takedown. But still, Mantanona with the W. 8-5 for the Wolverines as the Wolverines take their first lead of the night, 13-10. Wow, what a match.
Great wrestling by Indiana there. No quit to the final whistle.
You see that right there, Mantanona. This surprised the heck out of us at the end of the first period.
And here we go, big return by Beau. That was a locked hands call, and great takedown by Lillard at the edge here. You know, he kept going to the final. Josh Heindselman, grad transfer from Oklahoma University to Michigan.
Long way from home.
That's right.
Funny thing about Josh is, like, you look at him, he doesn't look like your traditional heavyweight. He's a little bit undersized, but he moves so well for his size. You know, he's quick and he's just so explosive. And then you have a guy like Bullock that's just so much leverage. Another tough guy, hard to wrestle. But it's almost a mix and match of styles here at heavyweight.
Yeah, Jacob Bullock. I see this guy's been around in the freestyle circuit. He's an experienced grad wrestler, you know. So Josh, he loves his snatch singles. And as I say that, there it is.
Yeah, but Bullock is so good. He's so hard to defend because he's got those heavy hips. Like you said, has had the international experience, has wrestled guys all over the world. But Heindselman, he's like, you can't even textbook it. As soon as you say snatch single, there comes the snatch single.
That's right. Fun headlock for Heindselman here.
And he has, I think, one of the most tech falls in the country out of everybody. I think
we got stall right now on Bullock.
Yeah, stall call on Bullock, but as I was saying, I think Josh Heindselman is one of the front runners for tech falls in the country at heavyweight.
Really? Is he really?
Yeah, it's hilarious because, I mean, you didn't hear that incorrectly. I think he has like 8 tech falls.
Wow.
This year, and like 4 of them came at the Midlands.
Interesting. And that's when him and Bullock wrestled in the finals, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was the only match that he did not have a tech fall was the finals. Like, him and Cardenas must be roommates because guys like to score a lot of points. But deadlocked at 0.
Snatch single again for Heindselman, trying to bring him back.
Oh,
was he out? Was he out of bounds?
Oh, I think they missed that call if he finishes this takedown. I think he stepped out of bounds.
Indiana do not have their brick.
Well, I guess it's a win-win for Michigan because if he doesn't finish the takedown, he's taken down. Was he out of bounds earlier in the sequence?
Jacob rolling on top. No points here.
Well, it doesn't matter now.
Great start for the heavyweights here in the first period.
Yeah,
a lot of action here.
Super exciting. These two guys, familiar foes, they've wrestled each other.
Headbutt there.
Was it the hands in the face?
It was a headbutt, I believe.
I think they call blood time. Not sure of the call, but maybe hands in the face, potentially dangerous. No slap hands. Tell these guys don't like each other. Nobody said you had to like your opponents.
Oh, that's true.
Heindselman in Bullock deadlocked again at 0. 50 seconds to go in this first period. It's match 10 out of 10 heavyweight Michigan, barring anything crazy. Looks like they are going to hold on bouncing back from Friday's loss.
Yeah, I would love to see some more offense out of these guys. You know, we got so many sparks, like, in the initial first 2 minutes.
Well, I guess that's heavyweight, right? You
That's
run
true.
out of energy too quick. You got a full 7 minutes to wrestle, so you don't want to burn that energy in the first 30 seconds, especially two high-level wrestlers like Bullock and Heindselman.
Heindselman back on that snatch, but Bullock's got to circle in. He's got a stall call.
Yeah, you might have surprised them the first time they wrestled that snatch single, but I think, again, credit to Escobedo and staff. They have done some great scouting throughout this match.
No doubt about it. And let's see the adjustments that Bullock can make in the second period here.
Indiana begins in the down position.
All right, Michigan fans, it's a close one here. Scoreless, and Josh needs you. Get up on your feet. Make some noise!
0-0. Bullock choosing the bottom position. Heindselman doing a good job of riding, but again, Bullock's got to get an escape.
Crucial here. Bullock's got to get out, and there you go. He's got the escape. They're back on their feet.
1 point escape to Indiana.
Yeah, and Heindselman has tried that snatch single a couple times here, just not able to convert. Bullock's just done a good job of wrestling at the tie. Maybe that toots to his leverage, just so hard to be able to snatch that single and get it up off the ground without, Bullock defending it.
Yeah, I think the Indiana coaching staff has done a great job. They know that snatch single is coming. You know, he's going to go snap. There you go.
You can see it.
There
Yeah,
you go.
there it is.
Other leg, snatch single coming.
That's where you got to be careful, though, with Bullock. He loves to scramble from here. Even at heavyweight. He looks like a 97-pounder like a heavyweight, but Heindselman's trying to drag him back on the mat.
Bullock showing that athleticism here.
Yeah, but this is where you got to be careful. If you're Heindselman, you don't want to get your ankle picked.
And we've got Bullock in the splits here. Heavyweight doing the splits.
He might be the only guy in the country that can do that, maybe besides Gable Stevenson.
Yep.
We talk about heavyweight, man. In the Big Ten, you have so many hammers. You obviously have Heindselman, you have Bullock, then you have Ben Keeter, Gable Stevenson, Greg Kirkfleet, on and on. It's just so impressive year after year how Big Ten becomes the premier conference, not only across all the weight classes, but at heavyweight.
For sure. And the big news, Gable coming back. It's it's turned some heads. People aren't excited.
These two guys probably aren't too happy about it.
Yeah.
Yes, them.
Another stall call on Bullock,
Wow.
and there's the one for Heindselman.
Well, there's your escape. And you get two stall calls. That puts a point on the board. So it's going to make a really interesting third period. We'll see what
Shot at
Bullock
10.
does. Well, now what do you do if you're Bullock? Do you go neutral and let him up right away?
At the end of 2 periods.
Or do you try to get riding time?
Michigan 1, Indiana 1.
Well,
Michigan
if I'm Bullock, I haven't had a lot of offense, truly. Heindselman's been pushing it. I think I go for the riding time.
Yep, well, that's what the coaching staff is saying. Hey, don't give him an escape. Ride him out. The only dangerous thing is if you give up that escape right away, and I think Bullock's thinking otherwise. Let's get to work. Yep.
Got to get after it now.
Well, Heindselman has had the unfortunate match against Gable Stevenson, which was ended in the first period, but other than that, has looked phenomenal all year long. Was undefeated until he faced Gable, but looking to add another top 20 win if he can hold on against Jacob Bullock.
There we go. And Bullock's got to create some offense here. He's got a minute 24 left. He needs something. Heindselman, though, getting into his underhooks.
Well, we saw go and do it at 184. That takedown at the end pretty much seals anything. So if you're Heindselman, you got to look for a takedown to seal the match.
Very true. And here we are at the edge, right in front of our table.
Yeah, and it almost looks like he's lifting him up for a stall call, but
You don't want these big guys running into our table, man.
well, you got to thank the official angel for protecting us there. 'Cause I don't want 280 pounds on me, maybe even more than that if they both fall. You got guys weighing as much as a Ford truck. Oh, man. But we have 47 seconds left to go in this dual meet. Again, barring anything crazy, Michigan will hold on to bounce back from Friday's loss. And Indiana are going to drop one here in the Big Ten after a big win at Michigan State. But we are not finished yet. 30 seconds to go in this third period. Heindselman leading 2-1. And Bullock's time is running out.
Oh, running him out of bounds here. Trying to push the pace late here.
Good
16
awareness
seconds.
by Heindselman. It's almost looking like the opposite now, is where Heindselman had to get a late takedown, but now Bullock's got to do it. Almost a reverse roll set them, or reverse rolls reversed. Can't talk, but
Oh,
and there it is.
Signal for it, Bullock.
Oh my!
And
4 seconds.
Heindselman hit the floor.
Stalling. I almost spoke into existence. That was the exact same position where Heindselman had Bullock in the Midlands.
Oh,
Caution.
caution on red.
He's got to be careful. Well, I mean, I guess you don't have to be careful with 3 seconds left, but.
And he's getting after it. 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Attempt by Bullock. No takedown.
No takedown for Heindselman, but Heindselman will hold on against Jacob Bullock and move to 2-0 against Bullock this season. But cap off the Wolverines, bouncing back 22-13. What a performance by both teams.